Alrighty.
Hello.
We have a lot of guest stars today.
Like,
Yeah, so welcome to episode 11 of Cougar Walk and Talk, featuring
Carissa,
Kylie,
Dulce, Nicole,
Solomon,
and Jasmine.
yeah,
and then the hosts Anna.
Yep, and Rachel.
Oh.
Yeah. So this is going to be an interesting episode.
Yeah, this was spontaneous.
Yeah, literally just got back from 7-Eleven and we're like, y'all should come onto the podcast.
3 small Slurpees through February. Today was the last day on Friday.
Yeah. Yeah.
You missed out.
If you didn't get one.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So what are our topics today?
So our first topic today is we are going to do a throwback to episode 1, and we're going to be talking about movies. Yeah. So what was our poll this week, Anna?
So our poll this week was, what's your favorite movie?
Okay.
Wait, while I find the answers, let's go around and each say our favorite movie.
Okay. My favorite movie is Wreck-It Ralph.
That's a solid one.
My favorite movie is Mean Girls.
Ooh, classic.
I like the first How to Train Your Dragon.
Yes.
What? I like Big Hero 6.
Yeah.
That's good.
I like The Book of Life.
Yeah.
I like Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Oh, that's a good one.
I like that one.
Classic.
What do you like, Solomon?
favorite movie, Taxi Driver.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't heard of that. What's that about?
It's a movie about a taxi driver.
About a taxi.
He just likes to get in the
He
taxi.
drives people, and it's also like a mafia story because he has to save his
okay.
He ends up being a prostitute, and she gets kidnapped by the mafia guys.
Wow,
It's
nice.
a redemption story too.
I'll add that to my watch list.
Yeah, that's awesome. Martin Scorsese film. Martin Scorsese.
That makes sense.
Stella's birthday girl movie is The Notebook. Actually,
Oh,
Notebook?
that was so
Okay.
good.
That's the
Heard.
first one I watched.
Heard.
Okay.
How
How many poll answers did we get this week?
we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 answers. That's amazing. Actually.
Hey, that's
Five big booms.
Number 5.
Boom, boom, boom. All right.
Nice.
Let's go through.
Okay. Number 1 is from Katie. IQ. I've never heard of that. Megamind. And The Choice. And she says that The Choice is controversial in her friend group.
Have you heard of that?
I haven't heard of IQ or The Choice. So
Me neither. Do you guys know
I'll
what
need to
those
look
are?
this up.
IQ and The Choice? No. Very
That's
niche.
interesting.
like it.
Yeah, I love Megamind though.
I like it.
Yeah.
Megamind's good. DreamWorks. Will Ferrell.
The second person, Emily, said Bolt.
Oh, I like
Bolt
Bolt.
is good.
Bolt's good.
Trolls, all of them.
I used to be
Trolls
obsessed
is
with the
good.
Trolls movies.
I like the
Cars.
Cars is good. Well, you like Cars, don't you?
I love Cars.
Yeah.
Buzz.
Yeah.
She is the good job.
Good job. Lion King.
Yes.
Ooh,
Yeah,
wait,
like-
that was like
I
a
probably
top
told
one.
you that.
Yeah.
And I really agree with this one. Peter Pan.
Nice. I haven't seen Peter Pan in a really
That's
long
a
time.
It is, yeah.
know.
I
Okay.
want to go to Neverland.
Nice.
Let's switch
Oh.
off reading.
Okay. We already went through
Yeah.
Kylie's because she said Big Hero 6.
I didn't know I was guest starring today, y'all. I'm sorry.
Daniela said Lord of the Rings, which I haven't
seen it.
Y'all are probably going to
But, like,
cancel me for
which
this,
one?
but yeah, I haven't seen it either.
Yeah, is it like the whole
Maybe all of them.
All 3, I think.
I feel like you have to watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to understand.
Yeah.
And then Asia said Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Nice, yeah.
Yes.
I still need to watch that.
It's so
I thought
good.
I know it has
It's alright,
Michelle
it's
Yeoh,
alright.
right?
You don't like it?
Not exactly.
Why?
No.
Yeah, why?
I feel like, I don't know, it dragged too long. And I didn't like the decision of the main character.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, you know what I got from it though that I do? I do the most random things now because I'm like, yeah, you know, the movie made me realize that we actually do get into habits of doing the same thing. So it's good to do things that you wouldn't normally do, I feel like.
That's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, I like your thoughts. Really like your thoughts, but I feel like my food that I'm gonna eat soon.
Yeah.
So I got to go, guys.
Go eat.
All right.
All
Food is
right.
important.
See you later.
Bye. away.
All right.
Yeah.
We could probably scoot in a little bit more now that there's less people.
Yeah.
Do we want to try to do that? Like 50 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't think I can stay that
No.
long.
Stay however
No,
long
you're
you
good.
want.
Yeah.
Like 10 minutes left.
No, you guys are forced to stay.
Oh.
Sorry.
You're
Oh.
Gotcha.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, stay however long you want.
Yeah.
All right.
You know, it's actually really funny because I like two types of movie genres. I like chick flicks and horror movies, and they're very opposite sides, which is
Yeah, that's interesting.
yeah.
I love horror
like that, I like
movies. It's so fun to watch.
Yeah.
It's almost like a roller coaster. It's just like something that frightens you, but you can never stop.
Exactly.
You're
No,
just like, I want to keep
and
going.
I hate roller coasters, so I like really get that feeling. I'm from horror movies.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I have the stomach for horror. I watched Nope for the first time on Wednesday, and
Nope.
that movie literally terrified me.
Yeah. It's scary.
It wasn't that scary though. It was more freaky.
Thriller.
It was
Yeah.
than scary.
I can count 3 times in that movie that I was like peeking through my fingers at the screen.
Oh,
I
girl.
hate horror movies. I close my eyes during trailers. I'm sorry.
Sometimes when I can like sense there's a jump scare coming on, a trick that I do is I look to the side of the TV so I can still see what's happening, but it's less of like a
Oh, that's smart.
good.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Do you prefer like psychological films?
Oh, I love
than
psychological
horror
films.
films?
Psychological
Like
films.
typical stuff?
That's good.
Yeah.
Have y'all watched Parasite?
Oh yeah.
I haven't.
I like that one. That one, it's stressful. That's like an
Yeah.
anxiety movie.
It's very much a psychological thriller.
yeah. Oh, bye,
It's
girl.
fascinating
Usually
though.
thank
Oh.
you for everything and then
Later.
come
Yeah.
back.
Okay. Yeah, it's very fascinating though. Just the social commentary in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I know, and I think it is such like I feel like it took a lot of thought to plan that all out.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think Parasite is actually on the list of one of the 100 greatest screenplays of the 21st century.
Oh, you know, I wouldn't doubt it. I like for horror movies. I like found footage. So like my favorite horror movie. That's the
Paranormal
worst
Activity?
one. Huh?
No, it's like
Paranormal Activity?
Yeah, like that genre.
Yeah.
But I like Blair Witch Project.
Okay. Have you
that's
seen
like
Nope?
me.
I think you
I
would
can't
like.
remember.
I think you would like.
Have you
Nope.
seen
What's the
Cloverfield?
plot again?
I mean,
no.
it's not like a real story, but it's.
No, yeah, you
influenced.
told me about it though.
The entire movie was filmed in an iPhone.
Oh, they did that with the Florida Project.
Hi again.
I just
Hello
watched that
again.
again.
Bye. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Bye. Happy birthday.
Love you. Love you guys.
Love you too.
You too.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Okay, I'm gonna scooch this a little bit.
Later.
You want to sit here?
No, it's okay. Okay. All right. But yeah,
Oh, I'm not gonna scooch that. I lied.
There you go.
there we go.
Okay.
Slay.
Awesome. Alrighty.
Yeah, Jesus.
Yeah, Jesus!
Have you seen Earth versus the Flying Saucers?
No.
That's a good one too. It's from the 40s, I think.
Is it?
But that's another alien movie.
Have you guys seen Alien?
No.
Yeah,
Goodness.
that movie's so wild. But it's a horror movie, so it kind of has to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't like Alien because here's my thing. I don't like movies where you have to watch it multiple times to actually understand what's going on.
That
I
makes
know, but then
sense.
that's the point sometimes. Like the art, like Pulp Fiction, for example, like it's a very popular movie. I didn't like it the first time I watched it, but then I started liking it the more I watched it.
Yeah.
Because
that
of how
makes sense.
complex it is.
There
Yeah.
was another one that's like that. I have to remember the name of it.
My club's like that.
I still need to watch both Fight Club and Pulp Fiction.
But quick heads up though, Pulp Fiction is very provocative. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Very.
Yeah.
very very provocative.
The closest,
So is
the
Fight
closest that I've
So
gotten
is
to
Fight Club.
watching Pulp Fiction is that there was an episode of Community where they did like a Pulp Fiction parody.
Oh,
So-
yeah, didn't Bretta dress up as one of the characters?
Yeah, well, all of
Yeah.
them did because they were doing it for like a birthday party,
Mm-hmm.
and so it was a Pulp Fiction themed birthday party, and everyone dressed up as the characters.
Oh man, I used to have a crush on the main character of Pulp Fiction.
Okay.
Emma Thurman. Yeah, she was in Kill Bill too, and now she's not in anything anymore. I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah.
A little retired.
Yeah. Yes, great. She ended up in a car accident one time, and it was
Oh,
because
no.
of Tarantino. And then she was like, "Oh, it's Tarantino's fault. She went to get the court." But
Oh my
Oh, wow.
god.
yeah,
That's crazy.
it was on Kill Bill 2, filming Kill Bill 2.
Whoa.
Yeah, she was like, "I want a stunt double," But then she started to know, like, no, drive it yourself. You're not getting a stunt double.
Wow.
And then they ended up driving the car, and then she ended up in the car accident.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Yeah, that is.
I think she's a live She's a live
That's
Yeah, but
really
still.
interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
I found the movie that is also like the ones that we were talking about. I'm thinking of Ending Things. Have you guys seen that?
No.
Oh, Netflix.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
they're stuck in a snowstorm.
Mm.
I didn't
like
I
it the
literally
first time.
fell asleep.
Yeah, it's really boring, but I was like, oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like halfway through, and I'm like, how much is left?
No, I know, because I'm like, you can't follow the plot, so it looks like you're just like watching random things.
Yeah,
Mm.
like there's they can do like jump cuts really like nicely, but I feel like that one I was just like, oh, well, what happened?
Yeah.
Okay, we're not gonna be there. 20
Like, it
minutes,
doesn't
cool.
track.
Yeah.
You know what? When I watched a trailer for this recently and looked at it on Wikipedia, and it sounded horrifying. What was it? I think it was called like Bird Cage or Bird Box or
Bird
something.
Box.
Bird
Sandra
Box.
Bullock. Yeah, I was about to
Box,
bring up
yeah.
that.
Yeah, and
Bird
so
Box.
that I haven't seen it, but I watched the trailer and I looked at it and I read about it on Wikipedia and IMDb, and it sounded terrifying.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Yeah.
It's not
Okay.
Yeah,
It
it's
was
not
alright.
that bad.
Yeah, not that scary.
Okay.
I feel like
It's one of those movies where
Is
you've never
that-
seen the monster. The monster's never revealed.
Oh,
You
okay.
only hear
Yeah,
it.
it's
Yeah.
just-
Like if you've never seen Quiet Place, right?
No.
Quiet Place 2 is just like a situation where it's like a majority of the movie they don't reveal who the monster is, how the monsters look like until
well,
later
no,
on.
in
Later
Quiet
on.
Place they showed them.
Yeah, but then initially
Oh, yeah,
when,
yeah,
they're,
yeah.
when they're building up. Yeah,
Okay.
building it up. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I liked The Quiet Place. I think that was a good one.
The first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that other one, I think. Actually, wait. Maybe I did. I can't remember. But yeah.
How do you guys feel about sequels?
I think that there are a lot of really good sequels, but then there are also a lot of really bad sequels. You need to, when doing a sequel, then you need to try to come up with a good story that both lends to the development of the further development of the characters based on the development they had in the first movie, but that also is different enough from the plot of the first movie. And it's also an interesting plot and interesting things happen to the characters. And so like Toy Story 2, Toy Story 3, those were good sequels. Kung Fu Panda 2, good sequel. Ralph Breaks the Internet, bad sequel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because there was too much happening and they tried to fit in too many references to things.
Yeah.
Too much fan service, I feel too.
Yeah. And the characters were, out of character. Yeah.
Mm.
Here's my thought on sequels, like leading off of that, is I feel like the sequels have to serve a purpose. Like it has to be like explaining the context of something.
Mm.
Otherwise, then it's just money making.
That makes sense, yeah.
That's true.
Like Shrek 5, that's money making.
Yeah.
They
I can't
don't
believe
need a
that's a
Shrek
thing.
5. They didn't need a Shrek 4. They didn't need a Shrek 3.
Also, you can tell it's money making also by like the time that passed between the movies, where you're like, oh, we can still get stuff. I'm like, oh, no one else wants to see it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I think they waited for it to like become a meme, and they were like,
Yeah.
yeah.
They changed the animation, didn't they?
I
So
know,
it's
Yeah,
it's
they
like low
did.
budget now.
It just feels very so separated from
Yeah.
the rest. It's
Did
like,
you guys
oh.
watch the Ice Age Adventures of Buck Wild?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, that was a spin-off of Ice Age that was released in like 2021. But that was after Disney had bought out Blue Sky and shut down the studio. And so it's like super low budget animation. They didn't get any of the original voice actors except for Simon Pegg to come back. It's a horrible story. It's such a horrible movie because it doesn't follow in the vein of any of the Ice Age movies at all. Or the Megamind sequel. They made a Megamind sequel that went straight to Peacock, and I think it's rated like maybe a 1.9 out of 10 on
That's
IMDb,
really bad.
and it has like a 2% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh.
But that was released last year. But I haven't seen it, but I've heard it's so horrible.
I remember the Megamind show.
Oh yeah, that was based on the second Megamind movie.
Oh.
Yeah. How's it going? Cougar Walk and Talk, yeah.
You don't like it?
Oh.
Unbelievable, dude.
Matt, do you like Cougar Walk and Talk?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah? You want to come on?
What's your favorite movie?
What's my favorite movie? Every guy's favorite movie, Interstellar.
That's not my favorite movie.
That's crazy. You're not a guy. What?
Oh, what? Oh my gosh.
He's
He's a man.
Trying to say it.
Okay,
Didn't work.
okay.
No, that was not.
I'm out.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay.
Crazy.
Okay.
What a cameo, dude. What a
Are you
cameo.
gonna keep it?
We're cutting that out.
It's gonna be like a weird
Yeah.
like scale.
Like, what
We'll be
happened?
right
What-
back.
yeah.
Time skip.
Commercial break. This podcast is sponsored by.
Well, because have you guys seen any of the episodes?
Oh, what?
The silence
No,
was
Megamind,
crazy.
no.
Have you guys watched any of the episodes?
I didn't even know there
Oh,
was
and
a
then
TV
I was
show.
thinking Megamind. I was like, I don't think I've seen
Oh wait, what
No,
are
of Cougar Walking Talk. Have you
Oh,
seen
the
the
first
first
one,
one?
yes.
You watched the first.
Yeah.
The
I
first
think
one's the worst one because it's super
Oh,
bad
yeah.
quality because we recorded it
Yeah,
on
I
my
loved it.
computer.
You have to watch the latest
The
episode.
latest, watch the
That
latest
was a
episode.
good one.
The latest
Okay.
episode was my favorite episode.
I'll go back to it tonight.
I think
Oh,
I've seen like a little bit of it, but then
Okay.
I had something else to do.
I can't do
So.
podcasts.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
My attention span's like.
She's
my
gotta
goodness.
have like the
I'm
like
like-
the Subway Surfers. You know what I mean?
I need the bouncing, the dancing fruit like next to it. Or else I'm like,
Wait, can I admit something crazy?
Okay.
it's okay.
Okay, so to sleep, I have to listen to true crime podcasts.
I think that's like a
So
very.
interesting.
Oh my goodness.
I feel like that's like a lot
fall
of
asleep.
like girls like for some
Yeah.
reason like we watch a lot of like true crime stuff and like we listen to that kind of stuff. Where
Yeah.
It's like
Like I'm sure you like hear me like even when I'm like showering, I have like a true crime.
Oh, that's true crime podcast. Is even oh,
Like, she's
yeah, I
in
do
the
hear
bathroom and
that.
you're like, oh, that's crazy.
I don't know if I can
I
stand
knew you were
a lot of
listening to
true
some
crime because like
podcasts.
it's a lot of it is really disturbing.
It's also really like descriptive. You're just like,
Yeah, and it's like
Yeah, I'm just voice around.
that's just a fact.
our legs were cut off.
Ah,
Look at her eyes.
ah.
Wow.
That's what you're listening to.
Did you see that one show with Selena Gomez on Hulu called Only Worth
Yes.
the Building?
It's such a good show.
It's
Oh
a
no,
lot. Yeah,
Aisha,
yeah.
Aisha recommends that one.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, you should see it. You should see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on. I think it's on my watch list.
It's
We'll
good.
have to
It's
see.
so fun.
I was like skeptical about it because I was like, okay, and then I watched it. And I was like, whoa, it's actually really
It's
good.
worth it.
It's like my kind of scary movie where it's like thriller.
You know,
I'm such a scary.
one show that I like is like kind of true crime-ish is like
Oh no.
what?
Are you gonna say Ancient Aliens?
No, that's not true crime. I watch Ancient Aliens to make fun of it, but
I don't have that much.
but the worst roommate ever. It's on Netflix. That one's pretty good.
Okay.
Heard of it. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's interesting. That sounds
Sounds
interesting.
Mm.
I got into it when my brother moved out and with roommates that he never met before. I was like,
That is
yeah.
true.
When we still had satellite TV, then we used to watch this reality show called My Cat from HE Hockey Sticks. Then it was just like this like animal behaviorist going around to different houses and like rehabilitating like horrible cats.
There's a dog version of that.
Wait, like abuse cats or cats that have like
Behavioral issues.
Cats that have behavioral
Okay.
issues. Yeah.
It's usually from abuse that people take it into like, I don't know how to fix it. Kind of thing.
That's
It
sad.
is sad, but
Yeah.
Somebody
Yeah.
give them love.
you know, poor cat.
Did you ever hear of the idea, like the first signs of a serial killer, is usually like a person who abuses animals first?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Usually first time.
Well, because pretty much like everyone who's a serial killer started out with that.
Like experimenting on animals because they're like, well, I can't hurt a human yet. And I'm not gonna say that.
That's interesting.
I took like AP Psych in my senior year of high school, and we had to like go in depth on different serial killers. And I was assigned the Plainfield Ghoul, and he's like I think he's from like the Midwest, and his real name is Ed Guy, and he started out as being like really happy as like his like parents because he worked on a farm.
Wait,
And-
was this the goose guy?
Goose guy? What? I don't.
No, that is not.
No, I think like a lot of horror movies. I've heard that a lot of horror movies are based on this guy because of what he did. So like he started out like being like really happy to like watch like his parents like slaughter pigs,
Oh.
and then like he eventually became like a serial killer, and I think he had a pretty high kill count, and but he would like make upholstery for furniture out of human skin.
Oh, what?
Yeah. And a lot of horror movies are based off of
Oh,
him.
That's so wild.
Yeah.
that is wild.
Yeah, I
That's
think it was.
crazy.
That's one word for
I
it.
don't quote me on
Yeah.
this, but I think I've never watched the movie, but I think like they said like American Psycho or something.
Oh,
was based on
yeah.
him.
Wait.
I haven't
Wild.
seen it and I need to see it.
Yeah,
I think
I gotta
I've heard
see
of
it.
like this lampshade that.
yeah, it's the
Oh.
lampshade, and then he also like for like his couch was like part of his couch was made of human skin, and then
Oh,
yeah, the lampshade was made from like skin from the face, and
Oh my
yeah.
gosh. Wait, can I tell my cannibal story?
wait, which one is that?
The one on the way to Vegas. I'll just tell it. So,
I'll be right back.
oh,
If need be, I can always
Are you
go with,
good?
like
I'll be right back.
okay,
No, I am good. I'm okay.
okay.
I'm just getting food.
if it gets too much
No,
for
it's not.
people, then I
Yeah.
can always put in the we'll
I'm
be
like
right
a
It's
back.
horror
not-
fanatic, but I like reading about it rather than watching it. Yeah.
It's like watching it. It's like, I don't know. I don't like either. I'm so scared.
Well, okay, so one time we were driving to Vegas and we went through this like really like it looked abandoned, like this one like town, and it was called Wonder Valley, and it just like looked like really run down and
Oh,
stuff.
Wonder Valley.
Yeah, so basically we're driving through there, and I never get like feelings like I don't, like some people like can sense when something's off. I never get that, right? But I was like, it was strong. I was like, something happened here, and I was like, do you feel that? And my mom's like, no. And so then I looked it up, and there were seven bodies found in the last year. And the weird thing was, it was fresh bones, which means that they think it was a cannibal.
That's crazy.
I've had like that feeling like twice where like I need to leave, like
Yeah.
something's wrong. I've had it like once around like another person, like talking to another person, and I was like,
That's not good.
Scary.
something was like serial killer.
Oh,
I was like, gotta go,
That's
bye.
not good.
Yeah, and then another time, it was like really weird. Me and my sister were alone in a crowded mall, and like I guess, we went into like a Rubio's, and like I could not like usually like I'm very like happy with my sister, and like we get along very well and stuff, and like I was like not talking, and I was like looking around like really anxiously because I'm like something's wrong, like something bad is going to happen, and then like my sister I was like telling my sister like something's wrong, we gotta go, and she's like, okay, we're leaving, and I looked it up later, and apparently there was like a shooter running through there.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
that's crazy.
Gut feelings are crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like just intuition and stuff.
Yeah. I don't know if he actually like killed
What's
him,
the
like keep getting
context?
like
What's the context?
So I feel like how like some people get like a feeling when something's like wrong.
Yeah.
You get like a gut feeling of like something happened.
I get that.
Oh, you guys, have you heard of Uncanny Valley?
yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
They use
Okay.
that all the time in like motion capture animation.
Yeah. Do you know the theory on where that comes from? Like why we get
Yeah.
that feeling?
Yeah. I've heard the theory of it's like correct me if I'm wrong, but it's like humans have evolved to like recognize that like something it looks human but is not quite it.
Mhm.
And so like that's why when you look at like Uncanny Valley stuff, like like the eyes are too big or the smile's just a little bit too wide, and like it like blares like danger to you. Yeah.
Do you know why?
I've only heard that it's like evolutionary, but like I think somebody like theorized that like something happened like in the past where like we evolved through that, or I don't know. Do you know why?
Yeah, so there's one theory that I think I'm like, yeah, that definitely sounds like it. It's to stay away from people who are either like really, really sick or like dead bodies with like infected diseases. Because it kind of like, if it's really bad, it'll like change your shape and like your face shape, and like you'll be paler and stuff. And so it's just to protect yourself from getting that, whatever it is.
That makes sense.
I think really I think about it, I think I heard another theory about like demonic possession or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
That it's something akin to that, but I don't know.
Huh.
I don't think demonic possession is as common as it was like 2,000 years ago, but like it still happens.
Yeah.
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 That's something I wonder actually. I wonder how demonic possession would look like today, in this day and age.
I mean,
Like a person who's a serial killer, would that count as like
People
possession,
claim
or would
it.
that be like the person?
I think for me, I think you can tell when something's off. Like I watched this video of this is really bad. I'm not even gonna go into detail, but it was this like terrible person, like inhumane, right? And I was like, no, that can't be human, right? It's like that is evil, like pure evil.
yeah, like there's like sociopaths and psychopaths, and then there's like demonic possession. So I wonder, like, if like was it really that? Okay, then yeah, that might be it.
Yeah.
But like like I'm Catholic, and so like we have like exorcist priests and things like that, and like I like watched like a video about about like how it works and stuff, and the Hollywood version is not like really close to what it actually looks like, and like usually it's more like it's like kind of similar to like I think like schizophrenia or something, or like bipolar, and like it's more subtle, and like yeah, it's just like not like as out there. Like you're probably going to be hard pressed if like somebody walking up to you on all fours or something.
Yeah.
Like that's not gonna happen. But like yeah.
No, yeah. There was something that you said that reminded me of something.
Well, you're thinking. This is random, but did any of you guys watch? It's related though, I promise. The Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers movie. The one on Disney Plus. So there was a scene in there when they were trying to. I don't know what. I think it was like Chip was trying, or Dale, one of them two, was trying to rescue like a bunch of cartoon characters, and he ran into this one like super shady part of Hollywood that was called the Uncanny Valley, and it was basically where all of the Uncanny Valley characters lived, and it was so creepy because it was just like this big 10-minute scene just of Uncanny Valley characters from like every single movie you could think of.
It's crazy.
Interesting. Wow.
I remembered what it was. So I've heard this theory, and I don't know what I think about it. I just thought I would bring it up because you kind of started talking about it a little bit. You know how there's like the world that we can see, and then there's like spiritual world. What if people like with schizophrenia and stuff, or like if you're on like hallucinogenics or whatever it's called, like what if you're seeing this world?
I feel like that's like a slippery slope to go down though,
Yeah.
because like you have to probably be like really careful.
No, I don't think we're supposed to see it.
Yeah, like kids like obviously demons are real.
Yeah.
Don't ever do like the Ouija board or
No.
anything. Don't try to communicate with them because you don't know who you're talking to. Yeah, and like contrary to popular belief, they can lie. They can lie to you, and like that's how they get you. And so anyway, you don't know who you're talking to, and don't do anything like that.
I'm not gonna mess with that.
Yeah,
That's true.
but yeah, that's like an interesting theory though, that you're seeing something that's there. I've heard so like again going back to it, I've heard like miracles of like people coming back to life and things like that when they've already passed away. And so there's this one person that like said like they've been like blind all their life, so and when they died they were like here for like a couple of seconds, and like they could describe the world around them. And like I think like for instance there was like a shoe on a windowsill outside of the hospital, and like they described like where it was and what the shoe looked like, and then they came back to life and
Oh my
was
God.
able to like like there's like if you look it up, there's like crazy stories like that. And so like I think like there is a spiritual world, but I think a lot of people, like especially Catholics, like think that like you're only there for like a little bit, like just like maybe like a couple of seconds.
I think
or
it's
something.
more for like other beings, like angels and demons and stuff.
Yeah. So
Interesting.
Do you feel like dreams could like lead you into like the spiritual world? Like if you have like a biblical dream, do you feel like it's just like access to entering like the spiritual world?
I've heard that. I think more so, personally, this is what I think. It's just like God communicating to you about something. But that is a good theory.
I don't think I know enough about that to have an opinion. To be able to have an informed opinion.
Because I've had dreams where I'm like, oh, I think that was from God, because it was like about something. But I don't know if I'm like going to the spiritual world.
Because you know how like in movies when people have like maybe not dreams, but it's like moments where it's like a person you were close to dies,
Oh
and
yeah.
then you start seeing them in real life.
Yeah.
In real life, like in our world, would that be like a demon? Would that wouldn't be like the actual
I
person?
think that might
Would that
be
make, like, a
just
demon, like,
your
messing with
brain.
you?
Yeah, I
like
think that's
tricks on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like your brain like starts to find similarities between, especially someone who's passed. Like you're like, oh, that looks like them, but it's like just
Yeah.
one characteristic that you
Because the memory of them is still in your brain.
Yeah.
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 Like you still remember what they look like.
Grief is an interesting like concept.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember what it's called, but I've had this one thing. I forget what it's called, but it's like you're half awake, half asleep, and your body's like
Sleep
paralyzed.
paralysis?
Yeah, I've had that. I
Yeah.
hate it.
I hate it
That's
too.
my biggest fear. I don't. That's so scary.
I get it like once a
I never
year.
had it. No.
Yeah, what happens? What happens?
So basically, when I started getting it, which I think I was like maybe around 13, nothing happened the first few times, right? But as I got older, like then, like I started like seeing things that were like weird. And so basically, how it works, a lot of people are like, oh, but I think it's literally just your brain is dreaming, and then you're panicked that you can't move. So then it like influences your dream.
Yeah.
So what I typically see is like a shape-shifting thing, and it shape-shifts between like people that I know, but it's just slightly off, like the Uncanny Valley thing.
Oh, that's creepy.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah.
But what you have to do is you just have to be like, this isn't real, and then you calm down and it goes away and you wake up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So like, are your eyes like physically open?
Yeah,
or-
you can look
Yeah, your
around.
eyes are open.
You just
Yeah,
can't
because
move,
your
right?
brain's awake while your body's asleep.
I've
Yeah.
seen like
Yeah.
somebody try to
Interesting.
like a video of like an animation of somebody trying to like replicate it, and like it's just like what they did was like a dark figure that just keeps on coming closer until it's on top of you.
Oh,
But like it's weird because like I don't know about you guys, but I've had like some like ghostly things happen to me where like I'll see like figures in my room, like shadow figures in my room that I don't know who they are, like body type wise, like I don't know who that is because like they're shadows, so I can't see what like any defining features. And like I've also had like something like rub my back.
oh no.
Yeah, it's crazy. But then like a deacon came and blessed our house, and it hasn't happened since.
Oh,
So yeah,
Praise the Lord.
yeah.
wow, scary.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't
Yeah,
know if
I
that
don't-
was sleep paralysis or if that was just supernatural.
Well,
I didn't
whatever
mean that.
it is, I'm glad it's gone.
Yeah.
My dad does not let us watch any horror movies because he's like it opens doors into our
Yeah.
house that I'm not allowing because he's witnessed a demonic possession before.
Wow.
And so,
Does he talk about it?
yeah. It was just he went to like a Bible group, like a small group, and like one of his friends got possessed and like they had to like hold him down.
Oh,
It was
my
really scary.
God.
Yeah. Like the first time he told me, I was like, why would you say something to me? But like that's why he's like, I don't mess with that because I know it's real.
Yeah.
So he's like, I'm not even gonna like even if it's like recently searched, like it doesn't even mean that we watched it. He's like, who did this? He's like, don't play this game. He's like, not in my house. I'm like, yes, sir.
Wow.
That's why I'm like, I'm so anti like
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it like
anti-horror
you have
movie?
to be
anti-horror
careful
because
with like
because I
what you
feel
watch.
something when I watch it. I'm like, I don't like this.
You have to be careful with what you watch and what you do because it's true. It does open doors. Like don't go looking for something.
Yeah, you're gonna find it.
Yeah,
But we
you're
have
gonna
a
find it.
professor here, I think, I'll just say his name because it's online. Ryan Isaac, right?
Oh, yeah.
And I like his thought on horror movies. Because from what I hear, like, I don't know, I feel like you would know more about this, but they don't like doing like horror stuff. And
Well, no, actually, last year, every year then he has like a film festival type thing where he chooses a genre or a medium and then does shows movies like through the decades from each decade.
Oh.
And last year he did a horror movie festival.
yeah, but I think he was talking about like creating them.
Oh.
Like AP doesn't really support that. That's what he
I'm
said.
not, I don't know the department's stance on that actually. I'd have to look through the handbook again.
Well, I took a class with him last year, and that's what he was saying, but he disagrees because horror movies are a genre that actually show like God and like priests and pastors and stuff as like the hero.
At least most of the time.
I think
Yeah,
like,
yeah, sometimes not.
Like
but-
if you like go looking for like something like something like more like demonic, like a demonic movie, then like don't go watching that obviously. But if it's just like a thriller or like serial killer, like that's like not to the same degree, you know.
It really depends.
Literally, I think the only horror movies that I'm able to watch are stuff like
The Box.
no, not the box, not the other side of the box. No, that movie terrified me. It was a short film on YouTube. No, I can watch stuff like Invasion of the Body Snatchers, like the old one from like the 50s, and I can watch stuff.
They're funny because you're like, that's so fake.
And then I can watch stuff like what was it called? I think it was called The Claw, and it was like this old horror movie from the 30s with this giant bird that was terrorizing the earth, but you can see the wires that are holding up the
I was
bird.
saying, like, stuff like that.
Yeah,
Like,
so
it's not how scared I get.
like really tame stuff from like the 30s, 40s, 50s. But I can't do most modern horror, and so
No,
like
they
Nope
got too
terrified
good.
me. All those like horror short films on YouTube terrified me.
What about like the Twilight Zone? Have you ever watched the Twilight
Oh
Zone?
yeah, I did watch the
Like stuff
Twilight
like
Zone.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. There
So
are a
fun.
lot of episodes of the Twilight Zone I enjoyed. I think the line for me was I watched or started to watch the episode with William Shatner and the Gremlins, and about halfway through when they showed the Gremlin, then I had to stop watching because I couldn't take it anymore.
I love the Gremlins, like that stuff. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like I can do thriller, I can't do horror. My
know
cousin loves
Yeah.
horror movies. I can't do it.
My brothers pranked me when I was younger.
No.
And
Oh, no.
so basically, I think Gremlins was like on the TV, and I think I wasn't watching it, but like I was like walking around, right? I was like 5 or 4 or something, right? And we had like the toy Furbies, right? So I think my brother was like, we have to keep them in the closet or else they turn into Gremlins. And I was like,
Oh my
Like, you're young, so you're like,
goodness! Wasn't Gremlins based on a Roald Dahl book?
I have no idea.
no, but Furbies were actually kind of scary.
they were. I
Why did they look like that? I don't
Not to be
understand.
mean, but why do you do
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I don't like that.
A lot of kids' toys are like, keep that one to yourself.
So like when me and my sister were younger, we had like knockoff American Girl dolls, and like now I'm like okay, like I used to be like paranoid when I was younger, but like not about that, but like now that I think about it, when I was younger, like I had all the dolls like facing us as we were sleeping, and I was like, I don't know why that didn't freak me out. Like I would.
Well,
Interesting.
you know what
Like,
it probably
innocent
is?
to what-
Yeah.
It's like I feel like as you get older, you get more influence of like, oh, creepy dolls. But I think like when you're a kid, they're not creepy because you know you're like that's my doll.
Mhm.
But I also had like the Beanie Baby like stuffed
Oh,
animals,
yeah.
and those freaked me out. Like I could like I would have to turn it away. You know?
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I don't-
the eyes.
Yeah, the eyes, man. I don't know.
No, those never freaked me out because my sister used to collect those, and she had like a bunch of them, and I don't know, those never freaked me out at all. So
You know, my cousins used to collect Beanie Boos, right? And I think they got up to like 500.
that's
Yeah.
whoa.
Oh wow.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, guys, I'm gonna go send some drugs at the
All
airport.
right. See you later.
Bye. Oh, I'm probably gonna leave in like 10 minutes.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh yeah.
We are at.
Guys, we haven't been filming this whole time.
No, we're at. Oh wow, I think we're at 39 minutes actually.
Wow.
That's crazy.
All right,
Mm.
enjoy spring break.
Bye.
We'll continue
Post
today.
you on a picture. Post yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. We can.
Actually, I'm gonna scoot over.
Okay.
There we
We're
go.
gonna
There we go.
readjust a little bit here
Let's
to
see.
get everyone in.
Good.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I
Okay.
like when we like kind of like trail off because it follows
Yeah.
more of a pattern.
Yeah.
I like that.
Here we are talking about horror.
Yeah.
No, if we do want to get on a different topic, then what movies are in this year that are releasing this year are y'all looking forward to?
Not Minecraft. Not Minecraft.
No, I actually kind of want to watch that in theaters. I actually kind
okay.
of want to watch it.
Just to
So-
make fun of it, or like
Well-
because you're
Well,
excited?
one, to make fun of it if it's bad, and
Yeah.
two, just to see if it's going to be any good.
Mm.
Mm.
I have like kind of like strong opinions about it. I think like they could have done so much better. I've seen fan projects that are so much better.
Like Fallen Kingdom.
Yeah, and or like other like stuff like if you've ever like gone searching on YouTube for like Minecraft animations,
Yeah.
like they could have like done something like that with like the Minecraft models that are really expressive. Like
Yeah.
Fallen Kingdom was like a while ago, but
Or
then
like Minecraft Story Mode. Like, that was really good.
they could have done formatted it like not like for Minecraft Story Mode, but
Yeah.
like with like similar animation. Like it could have been so much easier. Like
Instead of Jack Black being Steve.
yeah,
They have...
he could have
I
voiced
saw this
Steve,
thing...
and I wouldn't have minded. Okay.
I saw this thing that they have a Minecraft movie Steve figurine at Walmart, and it's literally just Jack Black, and it's horrifying.
Oh
That's
my gosh.
gross.
Yeah.
Put it away.
I like Jack Black a lot, but I think that
Yeah,
was a bad
no, not
decision.
Steve.
I'm not a big fan of Jack Black.
You're not?
Yeah, the only reason why I really like him is probably because of Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah.
I feel like Jack Black, in the past couple of years, he's become a Chris Pratt. In that he used to be in all this stuff and be super popular. Like Chris Pratt, you know, he back in 2014, whenever, then he was in, you know, the Lego Movie and Jurassic World
Guardians.
and Parks and Rec and all of this stuff.
He was in Parks and Rec before all of these.
Yeah, well, yeah. And then now, you know, in the past few years, then Chris Pratt has been doing all these random voices for stuff and like weird sequels. Like he was Mario for some reason.
Yeah, that was
and
great.
he was, you know, he was like Garfield, and what else was he in? A couple other things. Oh, Guardians of the Galaxy was another one that was like good from like earlier in his career. But then he's been doing all these random like voice work and sequels, and so now everyone just doesn't like Chris Pratt. And so that's kind of like, I feel like Jack Black has been kind of doing that too. Is like, you know, when near the beginning of near, you know, 2000s, then he was in stuff like The Holiday and, you know, School of Rock and Nacho Libre and Kung Fu Panda, and, you know, everyone liked him. But then now in the past, you know, couple of years, he was in Super Mario Bros. Movie, that Dear Santa movie. He was in the Kung Fu Panda 4 that was really bad, and then now he's doing, you know, the Minecraft movie and like a bunch of others and a bunch of other stuff, and now nobody really likes Jack Black.
Yeah, I think it's like also like probably the writing has a lot to do with it. It's like influencing people's like opinion on the actor because
It makes sense.
But here's my thing with that is I think they start to lose like that momentum of like getting good roles. So then they get desperate and kind of reach out for anything.
yeah,
That makes
that's
sense.
fair.
That's so
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
And sometimes they do it for a paycheck too. So it's
Yeah, exactly.
That makes sense.
I don't know.
Any movies you are excited for that are releasing?
So apparently maybe the Spider-Man movie, the animated one.
Oh,
Oh, Across the Spider-Verse?
Yeah, Across the Spider-Verse.
That's like 2027 though.
I think it got pushed back actually.
It got pushed
Yeah.
back, yeah, because of the actors being controversial.
Oh yeah.
Dude, that is so
What?
I think it got.
Did you not
I-
hear
Voice
about
actor
that?
Miles.
Okay, so Miles Morales, the voice actor for him, is like trying to push. So like, you know how like in past Spider-Man movies, like the actors have ended up dating like their love interest in real life.
Yeah.
He's pushing for that, and like he keeps on like making these comments about like his co-star.
So he's trying to get with her?
Yeah, and she's like, I think she's already in a relationship as well.
I think she's engaged actually.
Yeah, no, she's
Oh my
she's
gosh.
Do you
engaged.
guys know where the basketball court gym is, or
Oh yeah, that's actually the basketball gym
basketball
or where they
gym,
have the
there's, like,
games.
three.
It's actually on West Campus.
Well, if you're just looking for the gym and not where they play the games, then that's in the Cougar Dome right
Yeah.
there.
okay?
What
So
is-
the game is
The
The game is
going
gonna be on the
on
other
the other
campus.
the other campus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry.
Yep.
One.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Oh yeah, Spider-Man.
Yeah.
that's crazy. That's
Yeah.
like Ariana Grande with Ethan Slater.
Yeah,
That's
like-
That's
it's
the
so
SpongeBob
behavior
guy,
or
right?
something.
Yeah, but he had a wife, and he left her for Ariana Grande.
What?
And then didn't they end up like not together?
Yeah, I think they're still together. I
They're
think they're
still
just
together?
less public.
Oh, okay.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, And I don't like her response to it either, because like she's definitely like a
No, and she
record.
made that one song.
Yeah, that was like
Girl, no one wants your man. Sorry.
Oh my gosh.
that was bad.
Uh,
Yikes.
Yeah.
And I don't even follow celebrities, but like it got popular enough that I
Yeah.
know about it.
Nasty.
I remember the days when she used to be with Pete Davidson.
Literally,
What?
My heart,
What?
my
What?
heart goes out to Pete Davidson.
Who has not been with Pete Davidson?
That's crazy.
Pete Davidson's my king. He's my dad.
He's your dad?
Yeah, I wish it was my dad at least.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I've heard some questionable things about Pete Davidson.
Like,
Well, I don't remember specifically, but I just remember hearing a lot of questionable things.
you could say you hear a lot of questionable things about like incredible people,
That's a good
Mm.
point.
but you know, questionable things. Will
Some
forever
of
be
them
questionable
end up
things.
true. That's where we end up with things like, I'm not gonna say it because this is an actual podcast. Like,
You think you know someone, you turn on the TV, listen to their music, dance to their music until you find out stuff.
No.
yeah. Hollywood in general, I think, has become like questionable. Like they're, you know what? Let's change the
Maybe who's
topic.
going into Hollywood.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Let's change the topic from this.
What's our other topic today?
Another topic.
Well, what other movies are you guys looking forward to though?
I don't know. I haven't really been paying
Because
attention,
I feel
but
like there's a
I'm
lot.
just
Because
all
there's the
for
Wicked sequel,
Mm.
which we talked about the first Wicked movie on our first podcast.
Yeah.
Last time we talked about movies, and so now the sequel's
Well,
coming out. In
I'm
November.
actually upset that they split it into two.
I didn't even know there was a second.
I never saw the
a
first
second
one.
part.
I wanted to. Hopefully it's on
I'm,
his
I'm
Netflix.
upset that they split it into two.
When I watched
Mm.
the first movie, then I thought it was going to end on Defying Gravity, and then it was like to be continued, and I was like, it doesn't end. The musical doesn't end there.
No, it does
And I was
not.
very surprised to know that to learn that there was more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a hot take, but I actually don't like Wicked. Like, I can see why it's
Which-
popular.
The movie or the actual
The Broadway musical, I saw it on Broadway.
Yeah.
Right. And like, I was like, yeah, it's all right. I mean, I can see why it's popular, but like, I don't really vibe with the story. I don't know. I just don't like it that much.
Do you like Wizard of Oz?
No, not really. I again, like, I don't really. I don't know. It's not appealing to me, but I
Yeah.
can see why it's popular. You know
Valid.
what I'm saying?
That's good.
Yeah.
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 That's how I feel about Interstellar and Inception.
Oh,
Matt hates it
Interstellar.
when I
You
say
don't
that,
like
but it's true.
Interstellar?
I haven't
Yeah.
seen Interstellar.
Oh, and actually, no. Interstellar is passable. Inception
Yeah.
is the one that I don't
Matt,
like.
who came in and was like, Interstellar.
And I was like, dude, no.
I haven't seen Interstellar, but I watched Inception for the first time a couple of weeks ago.
Mm. They're better Leonardo DiCaprio movies, you say. Yeah. So,
That's another questionable person.
Leonardo DiCaprio?
Yeah.
Really? What is
Yeah.
that?
I've only seen 2 movies with him, so.
Yeah. He like dates.
Yeah,
He's like an older
young
guy, and he
girls.
keeps.
Oh, wait, we
on
were talking
dating,
about this
like,
the other
younger-
day.
Yeah, we talked about. I told her
Yeah.
about that.
Well,
Yeah, like
what Hollywood man does not date younger girls?
Yeah, but like it's like
Steve
a
Martin.
really big,
Steve Martin and Martin
really
Short.
big age difference.
I agree.
Yeah.
And it's like at this point,
It's kind of nasty.
yeah,
Yeah, it's very odd, questionable.
Yeah.
But he's not the worst person. Fairly likable. Very respectable.
I don't know. I'm not really like for like famous people. Like I don't know. Like, but okay, this is gonna be like kind of like weird, like a weird
I
comparison.
think I know where you're going.
Yeah. Does anybody else feel like we're watching the Hunger Games in real life?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't
It's like
seen
the
Hunger
Capitals.
Games, so
Huh?
I haven't seen the Hunger Games.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, in the Hunger Games, it's like a really, it's like really bad dystopia where there's like everybody is like really poor and like they're being pitted against each other, and then there's the Capitol, and it's like a bunch of people with really strange fashion taste, and like they don't really care about like anybody else, like that like anybody else like in the world, like they're all just like so and they're really desensitized to violence, and like they don't understand
That's
like
what-
the gravity of the situation and like the lives that are being lost. Like they don't, yeah. But like they're conditioned to be that way.
It was District 1 was the one.
Yeah, it's actually going to be on West Campus.
The other campus.
Yeah.
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 From-
Yeah.
I don't know why it's giving me such bad results, but like. That's...
Oh, yeah, that is questionable fashion sense.
But you know what that looks like? That one thing. That one event that you can't get into unless you're invited.
Oh.
I don't remember.
Is it from the Hunger Games?
No, it's in real life.
What?
There's this one event, and I can't remember what it's called, but you can't get into it unless you're invited or you have like $10,000 to spend.
Like the Oscars or like
Is it an award show?
like that?
Huh?
Is it an award show? Or?
I don't remember. I don't know.
That's interesting.
That is
I'll have to look it up later.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like definitely getting crazy, like with like these celebrities and stuff. I don't like I didn't know a lot of celebrities in the first place, but like now it's like it seems like you don't know anybody there, like like they're all just like random people, and it's like who are you?
And it also develops a lot of parasocial relationships.
Yeah,
which is
for sure.
But I actually don't think humans were supposed to be famous.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think we're supposed to have people know who we are without knowing who they are.
Hmm.
And then also, hot take, I don't think humans were supposed to see our own faces.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
It's very interesting.
I think that a lot of like our selfish issues come from seeing our face.
I feel like it would be very hard to stay grounded if you were a famous person.
Mm-hmm.
Like with like Beyonce level of money.
Oh yeah.
Like that.
What about
that
Keanu
would be-
Reeves?
Denzel Washington.
Yeah, there's
Adam-
again, there's always like exceptions to the rule, but like
That
the
makes sense.
majority of celebrities are very, very selfish.
That makes sense, yeah.
And like it's got like, and then I've also heard like there's like I don't know if it's confirmed or if it's still a theory, but like Beyonce like kind of like rules Hollywood.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thank you,
yeah.
Beyonce.
Wait, I didn't know that.
Screw you, Beyonce.
No, do you guys know that joke, please?
What?
Do you know Thank You, Beyonce?
Oh yeah, I know.
Okay,
I know what you're
okay,
talking about.
'cause you
I know what you're talking about.
So
I was just making a
basic-
joke.
No, you're good. So basically, there's this joke, but some people think it's actually real, that if you don't thank Beyonce when you're like winning an award or something, she's gonna kill you.
Yeah.
Oh, I've heard
Yeah.
of it
But
before.
like jokes like that, there must be like humor is supposed to like push the boundaries of like social convention,
Yeah.
and so it's like is like how much
It's
of that
something normal.
That
how
is
much
so
of that
meta.
is true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
That's why I think, who was it? Was it Billie Eilish? I was like, thank you, Beyonce.
Yeah. No, there's been like multiple celebrities that looked scared while saying it, and it's like, oh.
And it's also like, why are you thanking Beyonce? But I am, as I said in the last episode, I'm 2 people away from Beyonce, so I gotta be careful.
That is so crazy.
Oh my god.
What do you mean by that?
Wait, like what?
Beyonce's just gonna like appear behind you and then
Oh,
just grab your neck.
Yeah.
She's coming for you. If you say her name, it's like Beetlejuice. If you say her name,
Beyonce.
There she is.
They're cool.
Beyonce.
Oh, I thought it was like a real person. I was like,
No.
yes, Beyonce's
Yeah,
actually
showed up.
there.
that is so wild.
Yeah, that's funny.
Beyonce just came to this random university on a Friday afternoon.
Yeah. No, real.
She came here for me.
She's coming for you.
Guys, do you think it sucks to be a celebrity? Because it's
No,
a
for
situation-
real.
You can't go anywhere. Like I was
Honestly,
just
yeah.
trying to picture
No,
myself
I saw-
trying
I
to
saw a
walk
thing
to
the
a
oth-
store.
I saw a thing the other day that had gone viral about, and it was a thing of it's Taylor Swift, and someone had taken a video of her like walking out of the bathroom, and her bodyguard was right behind her, and they were like, "It's so sad that Taylor Swift, has to have her bodyguard when she goes to the bathroom." And then someone was like, "Well, you taking a video of her going out of the bathroom is why she has to have a bodyguard."
Yeah.
Can I say something crazy?
Huh.
Dolly Parton.
Yeah.
You heard about that?
I know that so she's not actually blonde, and
Mhm.
that she like it's like a wig, and she takes it off and like doesn't wear makeup in public.
And so
before-
people don't recognize
Yeah,
her.
yeah.
And you know why that is?
There must be a reason why that I don't
So
know.
it's because her husband is like really scared of like
Oh yeah,
fame
yeah.
and stuff.
No, I've heard this.
So when she goes out with him,
Uh-huh.
she makes sure people don't recognize her.
Yeah.
Which is like really sweet if you think about it.
Yeah. That's why Sia wears the wig too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Because apparently, because she had a lot of health issues when she was first starting her career, and there were a lot of people who were who were recognizing her in public while she was going through all of these issues, and like a lot of personal issues with family and stuff. And she would like be on the phone with family members, like having these private conversations, and people would just like randomly come up to her and take pictures.
Oh, that's so
and
awful.
so that's why
I
she
feel
and
so
so that's why she
bad.
wears
It's
the
like basic human decency.
So that's why she wears the
guys.
wig, so that she can like go out in public without people recognizing her and have like just her private life.
Aw.
This is like basic human decency. Like I don't
Yeah.
understand why paparazzi are being paid to do what they do. It's like you're basically paid to be a stalker, and like I don't know.
Yeah, and I saw this one video of this, I forgot who it was, but there was like this celebrity being like, can you please like not do this right now? And they're like, well, then other people are going to get the photos.
Yeah.
And so it's a competition.
Have you seen like the Tobey Maguire stuff? I salute that man.
I've not seen
Yeah,
it.
so like he has like a sixth sense for like seeing like celebrities and or like seeing like paparazzi and people like looking like videoing him, and like he'll always face the camera, and like I've seen so many memes about it, and like they play like the Spider-Man music when he sees them. But like he gets really annoyed with the paparazzi. I think like he's one of the most vocal celebrities about like go away.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
It's just sad.
Yeah. It's like a breach of privacy.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it would. I like. I don't know if I would ever want to be famous because like it would. I imagine it would suck.
I think so too.
That actually reminds me of this this clip I saw on YouTube yesterday of the Big Bang from the Big Bang Theory, and the group couldn't go to Comic-Con, and they were like super sad about that. And so Sheldon was like, "I'm gonna start my own Comic-Con," and so he was like contacting all these people, and and after he had basically wasted his supply of people to call, then James Earl Jones was the last one on the list, and he found out where James Earl Jones was going to eat dinner that night and like followed him to the restaurant.
Oh, that's sad. I don't like that.
And he like walked up to James Earl Jones with like this creepy smile. And was like, "Hi, James Earl Jones." And then James Earl Jones just looks up at him, and he looks like super mad. And he's like, "Let me guess, you like Star Wars. You know that I've been in other movies, right?" And he just like nods. And then James Earl Jones is like, "Well, you want to know what I say to people like you?" And he's like, and he breaks into like this big grin, and he's like, I like Star Wars too. Have a seat."
That's really funny.
Wait, you don't watch the show? You just be watching clips?
Yeah, I just watch clips on because I can't access it anywhere. So sometimes I just watch clips on YouTube because it's actually kind of funny.
Yeah.
You know, Ben Affleck talked about one time about like how he talked about like the dark side of like being famous, and he said that it's actually like damaging mental health for like,
Oh, I would imagine.
I'll have to
it's like
watch
it's
that
made him like
interview.
depressed
That's
and
really
stuff like that.
interesting, actually.
And then even the show BoJack Horseman's influenced based off Ben Affleck's stories.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
No, because so for me, as like an introvert with like pretty bad anxiety, I don't like going out on some days. So if I was like famous,
I would never leave my house.
yeah,
Like,
exactly.
I would cease to be famous.
So crazy.
I'm trying to think of other celebrities who kind of do that. See, voice actors.
Voice actors, I think, have it better.
Have it better because
Mhm.
people
You
don't
don't see their
recognize their
face.
face.
Yeah.
But like if they talk, then you might recognize their voice. Like I bet that people who love the Sonic movies probably wouldn't recognize Ben Schwartz, but they would recognize his voice once he opens his mouth.
Yeah.
Wait, so are like the only like big voice actors like Mark Hamill and Tara Strong?
There's a lot more. There's Frank Welker, who he mostly does animal voices. There's who else? Andrea Libman and Ashley Ball are pretty big. They used to do My Little Pony.
Yeah.
The voice for Winnie the Pooh,
Jim Cummings.
Yeah.
Jim Cummings is really big. I think I would recognize Jim Cummings though, just because
Yeah,
I
it's
love
an iconic
his voice work.
Yeah.
Rob Paulson. I mentioned in the last episode that I met Rob Paulson actually.
Oh wow.
It was at an event, so I didn't just like randomly go up to him. Yeah, so Jim Cummings, Rob Paulson. Who's the guy who played Wacko in Animaniacs? Jess Harnell. Jess Harnell. Tress McNeil. Tony Anselmo, like all of those guys. I don't think people would really recognize because they mostly do voices. But if you like heard them do the voice, then you might know.
Or
Yeah.
faceless YouTubers for the same reason. Yeah.
It's clever
Yeah.
when they do that.
Yeah.
But speaking of like comedy that's meta, like you've seen Warner Brothers. You've seen Animaniacs, right?
Yeah.
How do you feel about that kind of comedy? Comedy that's kind of like self-aware.
Yeah. Well, I
Do
mean,
you
we've
feel
had this conversation before.
Yeah, but do you
that
feel like
I think I love meta comedy is one of my favorite types of comedy.
yeah, but do you feel like if it's like overdone, it's kind of like it goes from like being clever to like just
Yeah, I think
Forced.
that I definitely think there needs to be a balance,
Mhm.
and so something like because I'm trying to think of what the most meta show I've watched. Probably Community is the most meta show I've seen.
Mm.
And I think that has the right balance.
Mm.
But then other stuff, then you'll be watching a movie or a TV show, and they'll just have like this one meta joke that just hits right. Like the one in Sonic 3, that's like
Oh,
it's almost like
yeah.
we're two characters in a movie being played by the same actor.
I've not seen
Yeah, that was funny.
And so yeah, I think there definitely needs to be a balance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because for example, Deadpool does that all the time. I mean, not a TV show, but a movie character. He does that like he does meta humor like all the time. But
I think
somehow
I've heard
it
that
always
about
works.
Deadpool.
It always works.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But yeah, I think it also depends on the character. Yeah, and so
Yeah.
like something like Deadpool, then I
That
think that fits.
And it's
I
so
mean, I've never
interesting,
seen
too.
the Deadpool movies.
Because when
but-
Deadpool was created, he wasn't always like that. He was actually created to just be a side character. And
Really?
then, like, when people started getting attention. It was like, this guy looks a lot like Spider-Man, right? He looks a lot like Spider-Man. He started getting more attention. And then they started
Really?
adding, like, the meta humor later. So that was, like, a later thing.
I heard that
Interesting.
he was supposed to be like a knockoff of like a DC character.
Deathstroke, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
That's
that.
really
That's the whole
interesting.
thing. He's supposed to be a ripoff, but then
Yeah.
he has his own
And then he became more
Yeah,
popular.
more
He became more
popular.
popular, yeah.
That's funny.
That's interesting.
Stealing people's ideas, taking them to court. you know?
Yeah.
I think they're different enough
They're different enough, yeah.
because I think Deathstroke isn't he a more serious character?
He's a villain, full-on villain.
Yeah,
Mm.
While Deadpool's an anti-hero.
I've heard some stuff about Deathstroke. I'm like, why are you here?
Oh. Yeah.
Okay, let me check what time we're at. Oh wow, we're over an hour actually.
Oh wow!
Oh, wow.
Good job, guys.
Great job! I didn't expect
Longest
to be here.
longest podcast yet, actually.
Nice.
That's
Thank you,
crazy.
guys.
Thank you for being on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of
do we want to
course.
wrap up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do
All
we
right.
do that?
Yeah,
Fine.
so thank you guys for being our impromptu guest stars this week.
Yes, thank you.
And
No
yeah,
problem.
so again, I'm Rachel,
I'm Anna.
and thank you for watching episode 11.
Cougar.
One order of business is we are not going to have an episode next week because we are on spring break. So we are, yeah.
Mm.
Slay.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Later.